Madam Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, guest. Elvis versus Nixon. Cool versus not cool. Tense, excuse me, relaxed, tense. You get the drift here. I want you guys to think when you guys perform your best, whether it's at home, whether it's at work, I would venture to say that you perform your best when you're just relaxed, right? Your body works good, your muscles work good, you're clear-headed. You probably work the best when you're relaxed. So I want to share with you guys 3 stories, and then we'll sum it up. Story number 1 goes like this. As you guys know, I have a little golf range down in the basement. I've been watching a lot of golf videos all winter long, hitting the balls, trying to figure it all out. Hey, it's going to be a fantastic season this season, right? I'm going to get it all done. I'm going to really get in there and do it. Well, as you guys know, we had a warm day recently. So I thought, well, I'm going to sneak off to the golf course, play 9 holes. John, I'll think of you next time. But I went out there and I played 9 holes, and I got up to the first tee, and all these thoughts were going through my head, and my body got tight, and I got to bring the cup back like this, and I need to follow through, and all that stuff. Things just didn't work right. I don't know what happened. It didn't happen right because I was tense, right? If I think back to the best times I ever played golf in my life, I really had no swing thoughts in my mind. I didn't even think about it. It was just a state of mind. Everything was great. Went out there and I was just loose and I performed. Story number 2. A year ago I go down to Dallas, presented to the Berkshire Hathaway Group. I gave a 30-minute presentation. I put about 8 hours into the preparation for this 30-minute presentation. Just insane, right? Who would think that you would put that much time into it? I knew everything that I was going to say. Big day. Hey, Doug. I'd like to welcome Doug Schluter to the front of the room. I came up to the front of the room. I had my opening statement. I presented my opening statement. I was just completely robotic. I was stiff. Somebody asked me a question from the audience. I didn't even respond because if I would have responded to the question, I would have got off to all the things that I had memorized to present, which is just crazy because at this point I was well into my public speaking career. How do these things happen? These things happen because you don't have a correct mindset. But the beauty of public speaking is you always usually have a second chance. So a week ago I go back to Dallas, back to the Berkshire Hathaway Group, time for another speech, and I decided I'm going to be loose. I was way prepared, but I was just going to be loose. And I told myself, I'm not even going to have an opening statement. I know that's crazy, but whatever happens, happens. I came in front of the group. There was probably 60 folks in the audience, and I said, whatever comes to my head will come to my head. And I knew it would, and it did, and I said something funny, and they laughed, and I walked into the group, and it was just a great time for me. I really felt like I really delivered a lot of valuable information. They took a lot of great questions, and it was just a really fun 30 minutes, all because I was loose, right? I had the right mindset. Another quick story that really brings this point home is I had a situation at work recently. I think we all have situations at work. We have maybe that one employee we just don't quite get along with that great. The big boss, my boss's boss, the president of the company goes, hey, we need this done. Let's have Doug do it. Great. So we're going to have Doug do it, which requires me to work with other people, which I do for the most part just fine, but there was this one person. So I write up this manifesto email and I send it out to the group. Hey, we're going to take the hill. We're going to do all these great things. But of course, this one person, maybe the stick in the mud, it just didn't go over well, and it was just very painful. And it just, I could see that the project wasn't going to work out very good. So what could have I done differently? I could have been Elvis, right? I could have just been relaxed. I should have picked up the phone and called this person, chatted it up a little bit. How you doing? Everything good? By the way, we got this big project from the CEO. Let's get it done together so he shines like a star. And I should have worked all that stuff out. Because if I would have done that homework to begin with, she probably would have had a different state of mind and she would have done it instead of just some curt email coming in. So if you look back to my stories, right, we have the story of the Goff, we have the story. Let's see, I did the Goff story, I did the Dallas story where I gave the presentation, and then the situation with the coworker. So I encourage you guys all, as you go through your daily life, as you go through work, just be Elvis, be loose, be prepared, and don't get tense, and things will work out much better for you. Thank you.